Have you ever wondered about Sigma INFJ, the rarest personality type, and its dark side? Let me tell you, these people are really interesting. They possess intelligence, flexibility, and charisma, but they also have an equally fascinating dark side. Like everyone else, they have their own vices, but they aren't your typical flaws. Rather, they're characteristics that may cause you to reconsider everything you previously believed to be true about Sigma INFJ. Curious? As we explore the 10 sinister attributes of Sigma INFJ, stay tuned. Sigma INFJ can be real masters of deception. To start, that statement might cause you to reevaluate how you see them. They're typically thought of as the introverted, quiet kind, is I right? However, we must not overlook their sharp mind and profound comprehension of human nature. Imagine a chess player that is always calculating their next move. In a social context, that is a Sigma INFJ. They have the ability to read people, control events, and even sway talks in their favor. Let's look at an illustration. Let's say a Sigma INFJ wishes to steer clear of a sensitive subject. They may gently swerve the topic, guiding people in a different direction without the others noticing. Sometimes, though, it's just a matter of survival in a world that can be extremely noisy and chaotic. It's not necessarily done for evil reasons. However, when employed for one's own benefit, it's an unseen but equally potent strategy. A Sigma INFJ can turn deception into an art form. The Sigma INFJ is the next to play the victim. This is an interesting move now. You know, Sigma INFJ are quite good at playing the victim, the underdog, or the person who has been wronged. It's almost like seeing an Oscar-worthy performance because of how brilliantly they execute it. However, why? It's all a part of their grand scheme after all. They're basically letting your pity in through the back door when they play the victim. They take advantage of the fact that individuals are compelled by nature to assist those who are in need. Consider a Sigma INFJ coworker who constantly seems to be juggling too many things, always on the verge of losing it, yet never declines to go to work. Seems like a good member of the team? However, in actuality, they are deliberately constructing a story that would make it difficult for you to refuse their requests for favors. The Sigma INFJ is skilled in playing people's emotions. Like chameleons, Sigma INFJ can easily adjust to any circumstance. While this quality may seem commendable, wait a second. Imagine a Sigma INFJ entering a room, taking in their surroundings, and then nearly immediately blending in. They adjust their hobbies, demeanor, and personality to fit the atmosphere. They seem to have a talent for changing into the person you least expect to have any hidden agendas. Recall that this is a very clever personality type that we're working with. They are social chameleons because they are able to read tiny clues and modify their behavior accordingly. However, why? If they can easily control, direct, and shape the circumstances to fit their needs. For example, in a loud gathering, they might be the life of the party, but in an academic situation, they might become a reserved intellectual. It was just another day at work for our flexible Sigma INFJ. The Sigma INFJ can fit in with anyone, wherever. Among the Sigma INFJ array of formidable weapons are charm and charisma. These people are social game experts, influencing others to agree with them by their captivating charm. Imagine the following scenario. A dispute is developing in your group discussion, and all of a sudden, the Sigma INFJ intervenes. Instead of being brash or aggressive, they enchant the audience with their charisma and gently nudge the topic in the direction they want. This is not a showpiece charm. Sigma INFJ have a remarkable talent for making people feel valued and understood. They create an addictive relationship that makes it simple for them to influence people's thoughts and influence results. They are the grandmasters in this chess match, always planning many moves ahead of time. But keep in mind that there is hope. This charm can be constructively applied to resolve disputes or encourage change. Just be careful. It may also be a manipulative tool. Watch out for the alluring beauty of Sigma INFJ. Master secrets Sigma INFJ frequently conceal their genuine motivations. This, however, is not because they are planning a diabolical scheme. Rather, it stems from their profoundly reflective disposition and their instinct to safeguard their inner selves. However, this reticent conduct might occasionally result in mistrust. Now let's illustrate this. When you engage with a Sigma INFJ, you might sense that they are withholding something. It's not your imagination. They're probably hiding things from you to protect themselves, not because they're evil. For people around them, this inclination to suppress information can be confusing and irritating. It can lead one to wonder about their intentions and what they might be concealing. Relationships are constrained by a difficult balance between disclosure and trust. But it's not all sword and sorcery. They can also take use of this quality by projecting a mysterious aura that entices onlookers. But keep in mind that there's always more to a Sigma INFJ than meets the eye. Have you ever experienced reality being warped around you? Perhaps you are dealing with a gaslighter, a Sigma INFJ. These people have a talent for making you question your own observations. They manipulate your world like puppeteers, using their sharp minds to tug at strings and make it serve their purposes. They have the ability to delicately alter circumstances so that you start to wonder what is genuine and what isn't. Consider the following scenario. You and a Sigma INFJ have a quarrel. They could embellish the story to give you the impression that you're exaggerating or that your recollection of the incident is faulty. They are so compelling that you may begin to accept them as true. It's a crafty move that offers them command over the circumstance. This kind of gaslighting can make you feel disoriented, perplexed, and suspicious of your own sanity. But keep in mind that it's them, not you. Sigma INFJ has the power to make you doubt your own sanity. There could be a narcissistic Sigma INFJ hiding beneath the charm. That sentence could potentially provide you with some initial guidance. You know, people in Sigma INFJ are frequently quite charming, but underneath that charm is frequently a tendency toward narcissism. Though it's not always malicious, it does exist. Who can blame them for using their charisma and charm to win people over and garner admiration? Everybody loves a little flattery every now and then. But when they start using this admiration to control other people, that's when it gets problematic. A Sigma INFJ may utilize their notoriety to influence others' beliefs or persuade them to take actions they otherwise might not have. A Sigma INFJ, for instance, could utilize their charm to persuade a buddy to give them a loan of money or to help them escape a difficult circumstance. Even though they may not even be aware that they are manipulating, it still has the same effect. Sigma INFJ has the ability to make admiration into a risky game. Sigma INFJ is all too familiar with the game of playing both sides of the fence. This is the point at which their enchanting charm becomes useful. They have a remarkable talent for winning over people's trust and making them feel appreciated and understood. But sometimes, it's about pursuing personal benefit rather than always creating bridges. See it as a game of chess. Sigma INFJ are the game's experts. They're constantly planning several steps ahead. They might covertly collaborate with one group while endorsing another. They can take advantage of circumstances by acting as double agents. For example, they may present themselves as a team player at the job, but in the background, they are gathering information and putting themselves up for a raise or promotion. This is about tactics, not about right or wrong. It concerns surviving in a complicated world. Still, it raises some questions, doesn't it? It's difficult to determine whose side Sigma INFJ actually supports. Sigma INFJ might turn out to be an unexpected adversary. These people are experts at hiding their actual motivations. They always have one step up on you in the game of manipulation, much like a mysterious conundrum. They may be attempting to harm you while you are totally unaware of their strategies. Consider the following scenario. You are collaborating on a project with a Sigma INFJ, and they appear to be your most helpful teammate. However, they can be quietly guiding the initiative in a way that best serves their interests behind the scenes. They could be steering you down a route you didn't mean to take by giving you incomplete information or ignoring important factors. Or think of a friendship that seems out of balance to you. You may be opening up completely, disclosing your darkest secrets, but they still stand like an unbreakable wall. With a deft display of transparency, they skillfully conceal their own secrets. Sigma INFJ can, in short, be a wolf in sheep's clothing. The master of deflection, Sigma INFJ, is the last one. Friends, this quality really is a game changer. Imagine the following scenario. A sticky circumstance arises, questions fly, and accountability becomes the hot potato that nobody wants to touch. Who comes through for you? Certainly not the Sigma INFJ. They are the social situation equivalent of Houdini, skillfully avoiding conflict with an alluring and perplexing allure. Let's imagine they were exposed for a mistake at work. Rather than take responsibility, they may tell a story that is so compelling that you forget what you were meant to be paying attention to in the first place. Alternatively, they could deflect the attention to someone else with the dexterity of a magician's sleight of hand. The Sigma INFJ is not only an actor in the great theater of life, but also an accomplished director who can deftly shift attention away from themselves. The Sigma INFJ is an expert at dodging accountability.